Jai Hind everyone. In today's video we will discuss sequencing of tenses. We have already done clause, the types of clauses, the basic rule for sequencing of tenses, and we have also done the two exceptions, that was the first two rules of sequencing of tenses. So let's see the third rule, which is also an exception to the basic rule. So the third rule says that when the principal clause is in future tense, then the subordinate clause will not be in future tense. Instead of being in future tense, we will use at the starting of subordinate clause, we will use the words until, after, before, when, etc. And the tense will not be future tense. We will use these words before starting the subordinate clause. For example, I will call you when dinner is ready. I will call you. So this is the principal clause. This is in future tense. I will call you when, we are adding this word, when dinner is ready. Dinner is ready is in present tense. So we will not use the subordinate clause in future. Instead we will use the word when. Okay, we have to add these words before the subordinate clause, until, after, before, when, etc. Now let's see the second example. I shall wait. I shall wait. So this is in future tense. I shall wait. So what we can add? I shall wait until you return. You return is in present tense. So we will use these words before the subordinate clause in the rule number 3. So this is the exception for the main basic rule. Now let's see the rule number 4. So let's see the rule number 4. So the rule number 4 says that when the subordinate clause has the conjunction, subordinate clause has the conjunction that. Okay, when that is used in the subordinate clause, then how we will use it in a sentence. So if the sentence is in present tense, then we will use may with the subordinate clause. And when it is in past, then we will use might with the subordinate clause. For example, we eat that we may live. So this is in present tense, we eat, and we are using the subordinate clause with the conjunction that. So we are adding may because this is in present tense. Now let's see the example for past tense. In past tense, we will use the word might with the subordinate clause. So she tried to live so that she tried to live. So this is in past. So that, again this word, conjunction word that, is used before the subordinate clause. So we will use the word might here. Okay. She tried to live so that he might have a chance to live. Okay. She tried to live so that he might have a chance to live. So here we are using might because this is in past tense. Now let's see rule number 5. When in a sentence some phrases are used, such as I wish, if only, I wish, if only, what if, it is time. So if these types of phrases are used in a sentence at the starting of the sentence, then how we will use in a subordinate clause. So the subordinate clause will always be in past tense. Okay, for example, I wish I could eat another ice cream. So as you can see that we are using the phrase I wish and the subordinate clause is in past tense. So this is the exception for the basic rule. Okay children. So with this our sequencing of tenses is over. Study well. Jai Hind.